So the question that I'm answering is the background of Matthew chapter 20, which is the vineyard worker parable. And the background of the message is that no matter how long or how much a believer works during their life or achieves during their lifetime, the ultimate reward is eternal life with Jesus Christ. And in the end, we will all have eternal life with Him. And this is worth so much more than treasures that we can store up on earth. And in the parable, we see this because the workers want the denarius, and they believe that they have worked longer and that they should have more denarius. But in the end, Jesus says that He gives everyone the same, and that in the end we will all have eternal life, and that we will all be equal, and we will all come at the foot of the cross for eternal life with Jesus Christ. Okay, so Taylor, what in the parable does Jesus explain to us?
Throughout the parable, Jesus explains that the first is last and the last is first. Okay, now turn it off.
What is the perspective of the vineyard worker parable?
The perspective of the parable in Matthew 20 is that the landowner offered the same amount of money to his workers, regardless of how long they worked. My interpretation of that story is that God is the landowner and we are the workers. It doesn't matter what age we were saved, we are all offered the same reward.
So, Lauralee, what doctrine does the parable illuminate?
This parable of the vineyard workers illuminates the doctrine that it's never too late to follow Jesus. There's nothing in this world that you can do to receive God's grace, and God's grace is extravagant.
Now we're gonna act it out!
It's 8 a.m. You need to be doing work. Come work in my vineyard. I'll give you some denarius. Done. It's noon. What are you doing? Come work in my vineyard. I'll give you some denarius. You need to do work. Come work in my vineyard. I'll pay you the same amount of denarius.
I've been working all day! I've been working half a day!
I've only been working an hour.
I got a whole grape. Thank you. Here's one denarius.
A whole denarius for working 1 hour? Yay!
What do I say? Look how much I made. I worked half the day.
Awesome. Thank you. 2. Here's 1 denarius.
But I made more than the first person!
It's okay.
Look how much I made.
Wow, thank you. Here's 1 denarius.
1? But I did all day!
The last will come first and the first will come last. It's okay, sweetie. Clearly says that salvation is by grace through faith, not by works, and it has nothing to do with financial status on earth. The poor will not always be first, and the rich will not always be last in heaven. Earthly rank will not automatically translate to heavenly rank. This is what God means when He says that the last will come first and the first will come last.
She's supposed to be mad.
Help, I've been working half a day. Look how much I made.
I'm not mad until I know.
Wait, what is
Now we're gonna act it out. Come on, Taylor.
Yay!
Oh, look at my
I forget
ankles.
the question. What's the perspective of
The parable. Yeah.
What's the perspective of the vineyard worker parable?
Okay, we're starting over.
Okay, ready? No.
Yes.
And 1, 2.
Okay.
Don't make a freak.
So, Taylor,
Taylor.
how much of the parable does Jesus explain?
No.
Oh, thank you very
Thank
kindly.
you for watching.
We give you all of our concons to. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.